Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. How is everyone this fine Friday? It's Friday all day long. Yay! I like Friday because that means Saturday, most Saturdays, not all Saturdays, but most Saturdays, I get to stay home and don't have to get up really super early. I still get up decently early, but I get up early enough, but I don't have to take the kids to school and, do all that. So Saturdays are fun. I still end up working most Saturdays, but I don't mind working. I like working. Hello, everybody. We've got Amber in the house. Cheyenne was here earlier. She donated. She'll be our first one of the day. We've got Vicky here. We got my cousin Tanya's in the house. Hello. Thank you. This is my first time wearing this one. Yellow is quite the bold color. But I do have my orange hat that I have my iron-on Ned patch. And Ned, for those of you that don't know, is one of the character or part of the lore of 21 Pilots. And I've worn that hat a few times on live stream that I know of. But if I'm brave enough to wear orange, I guess I'm brave enough to wear yellow. So I know it kind of clashes with my hair, but I don't care. It doesn't really match the outfit, but hey. Whatever. How is everybody today? Sophia's here. Hello. Jessica Lynn. We're going to be using the Herb Crafters Tarot today. And I thought I bought this one. I want to say it was right before Halloween. And I meant to use it I wished I'd had it in September. It'd have been a perfect one to use like over the fall season. But really any time of year. This is just the back. But it's got different herbs and stuff. So rosemary, we've got hawthorn, we've got cattail. It's just such a pretty and fun and natural deck. Temperance card. It's so pretty. So we're going to be using this at least as one of our tarot cards today. And then I always forget the name of this one too. Oh, Forest Fae. I got the box handy. So the Forest Fae, the little, it's kind of a mini deck. I think it's fun, but again, with the natural theme today, we're going all natural. Not au natural, but like all natural. These ones are fun, and I thought they kind of paired well with the Herb Crafter Tarot as far as like what the pictures are. So let's see. Yes, they look so pretty together. We'll just give you a few instances of what combinations can be. The combinations are like endless, but fun for everyone, at least for me. I enjoy mixing it up, changing it up, shifting it up from time to time using new decks. Sometimes using the same old, I get bored. So we're doing something slightly different today. Although I still do have the Dream Within Dreams deck and the City of Dreams Oracle out that we used on Wednesday night, which is a fun combination as well. Very different from what we're using today. I mean, we still might use these today in one instance or another, but I think I'm showing this upside down. That's what I'm doing. Yes, there we go. Ooh, that's a pretty death card. I forgot what that death card looked like in this Dreams Within Dreams Oracle. So pretty. Yeah, pretty. And I took my candle downstairs, so there's no candle show and tell, but my big 5-pound bag of the harder soy wax will be here anytime now. Like today is the day. Probably won't get into my candle fun until tomorrow, but oh man, am I excited. Oh, you ordered a few decks from Temp, but the quality is really bad. Lesson learned, cheap cards are not always good quality. Yeah, I like a good quality deck, but there have been a few that I've ordered on Amazon. I'm like, what is this garbage? And then I find out it's from like a third-party seller, and I'm like, oh, darn. Should have read the description a little better. But a lot of times the pictures are like what's on, Hay House or the others. Yes, come make candles. Hey, wouldn't that be fun? I bring some of my candle stuff and we make candles over our Cousin Chick reunion this spring. Tanya, let's do it. Remind me though. ADHD brain. Remind me. Oh, the print is so bad. Oh no. Yeah, most of the time my print, the different decks that I've gotten have been really good, but sometimes the cardstock is flimsy. Like this is perfect to me. I like a bendable cardstock, not too flimsy, not too thick. Like that's perfect for me. But I do have a few decks that the cardstock is so horrible, and I'm like, I don't even want to use the deck because you just can feel how bad the quality is. So yeah. I guess you live and learn when you order from not like directly from either the publisher or the creator's website. Like Amazon, there's sometimes you got to watch out because there's fake sellers or reproduction of a different deck sellers on there. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh, I didn't connect with a few card decks and gave them away. I only want decks I feel. Yes, right. I have a stack. That I'm like, you see like one or two, and sometimes on different websites and stuff, you only see one or two, three, maybe a handful of the cards within the deck, and you're like, oh, that's so cool. I love that card and that card and that card. But then you get the whole deck, and you realize, like, I'm not a major fan myself of pip decks, which a pip deck, if you're not aware, is you might have all the major arcana as their own picture, and a lot of times, not always, sometimes the court cards have, different depictions, but then the like ace through 10 or even ace through king of each suit is just showing like one sword and then two swords and then three swords, but like or four swords, that's four. But like the pictures don't really vary. They vary because you add a sword or a wand to each card or subtract it, whatever. But yeah, pip decks aren't my favorite. I do have a few pip decks though that I'm like, oh, I actually really love this deck. Just because of the colors or there's got gilding on it or something like that. But yeah, I'm especially now that I've got quite the collection going, I've become pickier and pickier and pickier. And before I will buy a new deck, usually I will look on YouTube or on Google just to see if anyone has a flip through of that deck or a review of that deck, so I can see the cardstock quality. I can see all of the pictures of the cards. So there's a hot tip if you're like kind of on the fence about buying a deck, especially if you've only seen like 3 or 4 cards within that deck and you're gonna take a chance on it. Yeah, check YouTube for. Usually there's a review or a flip through. Flip through is usually the keyword I would use because that's, even if someone's not talking, they're showing you every single card in that deck. Yeah, but I have quite a stack that I'm probably going to give either my sister or Tanya. I gave Tanya all my spiritual books that I had read or just didn't want anymore, and she wanted to take them, so they were hers. Oh, the rest are Oracle. For the longest time, and I'm talking the longest time, I only had like 3 tarot decks. For pretty much from like the early 2000s through about 2014, I only had 3 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks. I remember very distinctly which ones they are. But then it was probably about 2 to 3 years before I started my the Done Creative channel in 2019 that I just started like getting this like wild hair to connect with new decks and get more decks and more decks and more decks. And now I'm kind of at this like curation point. So if a deck comes in, one's got to go out. Like I'm at capacity here. So I got to really love it enough to boot out one of my existing decks. That's kind of where I'm at with my collection. It's more of now a curation rather than I just give me all the decks. That could sound really weird if you play it at a higher speed. Deck, not the other word that it kind of sounds like if you say it fast. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. How is everybody? 2 tarot decks, yeah. And a lot of times when you have less can be more, for sure, because even though I have this vast collection of tarot decks, there's those like ride or die true favorites of mine that I'll always have. As long as I live, they'll be in my collection. Tanissia, welcome. Hello, Linda. If I didn't say hi to you already, I did read your comment, but yeah. Hi, Linda. Yeah. But for the longest time, and really, if you're not somebody who has to switch it up because you have a live stream channel or a tarot channel or, create content with said tarot decks, there really is no need unless you're someone who is a collector and that's one of the things you're collecting. I get it. Because I think even if I, tomorrow just closed up shop completely as far as doing readings for other people, I probably would get rid of quite a few of what I hold on to because I know I like to rotate things out. But at the same time, I'd probably never have less than maybe 30 tarot decks, just I guess as a personal preference, just because I've become so, I don't know if attached is the right word, but just bonded to certain decks. Yeah. Oh, I love the Moonology. Oh, Sacred Forest. And my one tarot is the Light Seers. Yeah, I love the Light Seers tarot. Absolutely love that deck. Moonology, especially the original Moonology, the OG Moonology. I love that deck, and I use that ad nauseum on my Done Creative channel. When I first got it, I used it over and over and over. And even after I got new decks, I kept using Moonology. And then I got the Moonology Manifestation deck. And I think there's even a new one out that I don't have yet. But the Moonology Manifestation deck, I still like that deck, but I just didn't have that same like attachment to it or bond to it that I had with the original. Yeah, oh, your first deck was the Light Seers. I actually borrowed the Light Seers deck from my sister for like 3 or 4 months, and then I gave it back to her, and I felt like naked without it, so I bought my own on Amazon. Or no, I think I got that in one of the Hay House sales. I think that's what I did. Yeah, that's a hot tip that I give everybody, especially if it's a Hay House deck. But Rockpool Publishing, they do a lot of decks like this one I got on, I think it was like a 25% off site-wide. That's a great time to go in and buy because you can save a lot of money that way. If you're gonna buy it anyway, you might as well get it on sale, you know. But I remember the very first big Hay House order that I placed, I got 14 decks for $83, and I felt like I hit the jackpot or won the lottery or something. I was like over the moon excited. And a lot of those decks were like $4 and $5, some as much as $8 back then. But nowadays, you're probably not going to pay less than $10, even on like a deep discount Black Friday sale or anything like that. And I didn't even do the Black Friday sale this year because I had pretty much every deck on the site except maybe a handful. But again, I wasn't as drawn to them as like, ooh, this is going to replace this other deck in my collection. So I've kind of hit a point where I'm not just, ooh, pretty, gimme, 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 pretty, gimme. Yeah, just nothing less than 10 anymore. And even then, that's usually like a mass market printing, like through Hay House or Rockpool. It's not going to be an indie created deck. Those usually aren't less than 50 at this point, and probably closer to 70, 80, just because inflation and printing costs are like through the roof right now. Even like mass market paperback books. I mean, sometimes you can't even get those for less than 15 bucks these days, and they used to be like $3 to $4 even. You know, like a lot of times on discount, but I was even getting like indie published author books, specifically Mandy Lynn. She's an author tuber, but I bought a few of her books. They were like $3.84 on Amazon like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was just like, "Whoa, that's such a good deal." Not anymore. I'm waiting for you know, the price of printing and paper and all that to go down again, and hopefully by the time I print my books, that'll be the case, so people will actually buy them because they're not so expensive. Hopefully, huh? All right. Oh, you gave away the Moonology Manifestation deck. Yeah, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that deck. I'm just not as drawn to it or, you know, feel that pull to pick it up and actually use it. So it might not make the cut because I want to go through when we move my son Wrigley or Boston. I don't know if we're going to let him decide or if we're going to decide who moves into this room and who stays down below this room. But yeah, it's, I don't want to have to store all of this somewhere else within the house. We already are at like limited storage and basically at capacity already in all our other closets and stuff. So yeah, I need to do something. I could store them in the garage, but then again, it's like, for me, it's like out of sight, out of mind. I'll forget I own it. And then 3 years later, I'll be going through boxes or totes. And I'm like, oh, look at this. Whole bunch of tarot decks that I forgot I owned and oracle decks. I don't really want to do that. I want to use what I have, you know? Would be nice. All right. Yeah, them printing prices, right? Yeah. All right. So since we're all here, should we start our 1-card pull for everybody who wants one? If that's the case, let's put a 777 in the chat. 777. And we're going to pull you a Forest Fae card. Here's the cards we're using today for our 1-card pull. Yes. And I can't remember I think I did get this for Christmas in 2022, this little deck. All right, we got quite the turnout today. Yeah. All right, so let's start with Vicky. That's the first one I see. Hello, Nikki Swain. Nikki and Vicky. It rhymes. But let's start with Vicky. She was the first one I saw. And of course, if it appears that I've skipped you, maybe just wait a few readings because sometimes I get names in a different order than you see them on your end, on the back end. So Vicky, tuning into Vicky's energy. What does she need to know today? For Vicky, ooh, here we go. The Hedge Guardians. Walk Wintershins and seek the lands under the hill. Interesting. But with the Guardian message here, this is about, allowing your spirit to be the one to protect you as you maybe take a risk or do something slightly, not like crazy, but like just slightly out of your comfort zone. That's the message I'm really getting for you, Vicky. Just trying something new or getting out of your comfort zone. All right, Nikki. Let's get Nikki a card. Nikki Swain. Tuning into Nikki's energy. We have the Gatekeeper. Let go. All things are possible on the borderlands. So the Gatekeeper, it's kind of like what's coming to my mind's eye now is like me kind of curating or cultivating a collection rather than just bringing everything in. I'm only bringing in the things that really resonate with me, and then maybe even decluttering or purging the things that are not. And that's a very similar message I'm getting for you, Nikki, with this Gatekeeper energy. And don't be afraid to let something go. So there might be something you've been ready to let go of or kind of going back and forth about. It might be time to let it go. That would make room for new energy to come in. All right, let's get Amber a card. Tuning in Amber's energy. Amber has the Green Man. Embrace your wildness. So this is you being who you are on that spirit level and not allowing your husband or other people to tell you that you're bad for doing what you do or being who you are or trying things that, are new to you. Stay true to who you are, even if other people are projecting on you. That's really the strong message coming through for you, Amber. All right, Michelle. Let's get Michelle a card. You guys can't see it when I do that. So. Here we go, Michelle. We have seed spells. Create your story. It is the most potent form of magic. Very magician energy here, mixed with the hermit. I'm getting a very hermit vibe, but also magician. So this is about you maybe even doing a seed spell. And I don't remember if it was you specifically, Michelle, but I know you were probably on one of the live streams I've done recently where I was saying you can even set intentions by planting seeds, by planting literal herb or flower or any type of seed that you find and want to plant, and setting your intention in that seed that you're planting, and then you're nurturing it. And as this seed breaks the surface and becomes a plant, you can then start to feel your manifestation or your intention you set take place as well. But of course, pairing that up with you actually taking action, Michelle, that's always going to be what's going to get you where you're going, is by taking the next step, the next step, the next step. All right. Tunisia, 1994. Interesting. The book I'm writing currently, book 2 in my series, is set in 1994. What a crazy year, man. A lot happened that year. Kurt Cobain died. What else? It was the whole O.J. Simpson car chase thing. Whole bunch of stuff happened. The Cranberries released their album Zombie. There was another album that released in like the fall time of 94, and it's already slipping my mind, but it was on my radar earlier this week. I've done a lot of research into that year. But let's get you a card. Let's start talking about 1994. Tunisia, 1994, tuning into her energy. We have here the Thimble Witch. There is magic in beginning, so start something new. So if you've been debating starting something new, even if you have other things that you maybe need to finish, it's okay at times to start something new, especially if you really are like gung-ho and really excited about something new. Use that fresh energy in that new direction to start something new. And that can gain you the momentum, especially if you've been feeling very stagnant or stuck or stale in your energy, to finally finish certain other projects. It almost ignites this excitement. This new beginning you have with this can ignite excitement for past projects or things you've kind of put on the back burner of your life, to-do list items that you need to get done, but maybe you're not excited about it because, a body in motion stays in motion. So once you get started on something, you gain that momentum. All right, Cheyenne. Let's get Cheyenne a card. Let me scroll up on my chat here. Hopefully it doesn't jump on me. It did. There we go. Okay, Cheyenne. Let's get Cheyenne a card. Card for Cheyenne. Oh, John, hi. I can't remember if I let you know or not, but you are a double winner the other night. And yes, I know you would think, well, giveaway and drawing, don't you have to be present to win the giveaway because you have to guess the card? That is correct. But I drew two names out of the hat and they were both yours. Accidentally, they just fell right into my hand. So yeah, you won double. I think it was 2, maybe 3 live streams ago. So check that out if I haven't already told you. Yes, let's get into Cheyenne's card, tuning into Cheyenne's energy. We have the Green Maid. The green face speak to you. Let them guide you to safety. So this is about more your spirit or your intuition or whatever spiritual helpers that you resonate with. Of course, make sure you're vetting out any, trickster beings or false light entities. But yeah, those spirits that you resonate with are helping you find a path that is stable and secure. And trusting your own intuition is always key as well. All right, Sophia, let's get Sophia a card. We have here for Sophia, the storyteller. Stories are medicine, strengthening and renewing. If this is not literal that you are writing a story or creating a story in some way, this is maybe more just about the story of your own life. What is it you're creating and manifesting? How are you renewing your energy? How are you strengthening, your skills, your talents in this world? Really, maybe even doing some journaling. That's a good way you can tune into this storyteller energy as well. But if you are in any kind of writing or creative writing field of any kind, even if it's just for fun, now would be a really great time to dabble in that. All right, Linda, let's get Linda a card. Linda, so you can see it all shuffle up here. All right, Linda, we have the Hedge Guardian for you as well. Walk Windershins and seek the land under the hill. So this to me really is feeling like, stepping out of that comfort zone, but also knowing where home base is or where you can go back to rest before you step out again. So really, it's really feeling to me like a message of balance for you, Linda. So yes, doing exciting things or putting in the work, putting in the effort, but also balancing that out by taking time to rest and receive as well. All right, Jessica Lynn. Let's get Jessica Lynn a card. And we have it right here. The Green Man, embrace your wildness. So yeah, even the things that you feel are maybe too much or shining too brightly within your energy, this could look as simple as wearing bright colors. Like I took a chance wearing this very bright yellow beanie today. And normally, again, this is the first time I'm wearing this one. I have another really bright orange one that I wear once in a while. But taking a chance, trying something new, specifically with color. Color is something that's really coming to the forefront for me, for you, Jessica. So trying new colors. If you're an artist of any kind, try a color palette that you're not normally drawn to. Or if you're looking to decorate, maybe you are using colors you're drawn to, but maybe having a bold splash of pink on a wall is something that you might shy away from. Maybe you're actually stepping down into that, thinking, well, what if I do it? I mean, if it doesn't turn out well, I can always paint over it with a more neutral color or whatever the case may be. All right, Tanya, let's get Tanya a message. Ooh, we have strange journeys. Take control of your quest. Choose your companions wisely. And right as I was shuffling, I was thinking of your wonderful little pup that passed away. So this is just letting me know that, Buddy and Barkley, like they're with you, like your dogs from the past and the present are with you, and you can still talk to them. They still hear you, and they're still very, very much a part of your journey. But this is also about the people in your life. More acquaintance energy or just people you don't want knowing your business. This is about knowing where to set very clear boundaries with people you don't want knowing all your business, or certain people that you can rely on, maybe reaching out to them for support or love or a hug. I'm always here if you need me. That's the message I'm getting for you, Tanya. Hope it resonates. All right, Brandy Lynn. Let's get Brandy a card. Brandy Lynn. And anyone else that's just joining us that hasn't already, put a 777 in the chat to get a card. All right, Brandy Lynn. We have here the storyteller as well. Yay! So very cool. And it says, stories are medicine, strengthening and renewing. So that's almost like two separate messages there. So stories are medicine. So losing yourself in your creative worlds is like a sense of therapy or healing or medicine for you. And also strengthening and renewing like your energy or your zest for life. I really love that. So even if you're not working on your creative endeavors at this time, journaling is always something you can do, or just introspecting on plot lines or, businessy stuff on your creative endeavors as well. All right. You're so welcome, everybody. See a lot of thank yous. You're most welcome, everybody. Let's see. Oh, you love the song Zombie. Yeah, I do too. Such a classic, man. And so many people have covered that song. Love it. Yeah, John says, oh my, LOL. Yes, you won. Double winner. All right, put a 777. Yes. Oh, Amber A. Let's get Amber A a card. And here we have it. We have the Griffin. Be brave and fly above the clouds. So to me, this is about getting perspective or being able to see something like the bigger picture of something, especially if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant or just like you're spinning your wheels in life. This is about stepping back or, rising above everything to get some clarity and some perspective. It's a very Ace of Swords energy, which is always a great card to come out because it's letting you know the truth will be revealed, especially because you're seeing above the clouds. There might be clouded vision or haziness or, a veil of illusion placed in front of you, but very soon that veil will lift, so you'll see the truth of a situation very soon. All right. You were hoping to get that one. Well, you manifested it. There it is. I love it. All right, let's get John a card. Let's get John a card. All right, anything John needs to know. And we have here, She of the Mossy Bray. Love it. And it says, not all things are as they seem. Trust your intuition. And I'm looking at the little bird on the line here, and I just heard a little birdie told me. So there might be some gossip coming your way or something you hear through the grapevine. It could even be like in the news. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly personal to you, but it also could be. So, have your ears and eyes peeled for any gossip or news coming in. And if it's just not sitting right in your gut, trust your intuition over the information that's coming to you. Trust your intuition. So it could be, a family member or someone gossiping about someone or something, and you don't have to trust them just because they're family or just because, whatever. Trust your intuition. All right. So I think that's everybody. All right. So let's get into our donations. Starting to get a different perspective and clarity. There you go. So this is just letting you know that good validation, Amber A, that you're on your way. You're getting that clarity that you've been ready for. I love it. All right, so let me just double check that we didn't have any other donations, but we have one, and that might be the only for the day. So one card read for Cheyenne. And let's see. So hi, Amanda. Hope all is well. It is. Thank you so much for saying that. So a children's project for 9 months in the other university starts in April. My contract at the medical university is due to end in August. I also have an interview with the Children's Hospital next Friday. Oh, that's so cool. Could I ask True Spirit for a clear answer as to whether it would be good for me to take the opportunity or should I stay where I am? Thank you. Yes. Let's pick up the cards. Let's just note what cards they are, though, because that's usually important. And we have one that's just hanging out here. Okay, we got so many. I mean, does this really need to be in here? I mean, what am I going to do with this on a live stream? My kids just leave their stuff everywhere. Okay. Let me get these cards under the desk here. Okay. So we have, and I didn't even get the question out, so I'm going to put these back, but if any of them come out, then it's very clear that this message was meant to be. So we have the, okay, I got to check my cheat sheet because the Hija is the page, the Adelita is the knight, Madre is queen, and Curandera is the king. So we have the king of air or the king of swords upright. We have the ace of water or ace of cups in reverse. We have the 8 of air or 8 of swords, 2 of air or indecision. That makes sense. And then the sun card. So what I'm already hearing just with this little cluster, which I'm going to put back and reshuffle just to make sure, is no matter what you choose, you're going to use your intuition to make your best possible choice. So you already, I think, intuitively know what's good, what's not good, or, if you're not ready to take a chance, or if you are ready to take a chance, you already know, Cheyenne. So trust that knowing. I felt intuitively that I wasn't going to leave the medical university, even though my contract ends in August. Okay, so let's just tune in as far as, ooh, well, we got good luck. My nose is itching. That's always a good sign. Always a good sign. Okay, so let's see whether you, so the project for 9 months, the other university starts in April. Not due to end in August. I have an interview with the Children's Hospital next Friday. So clear answers that whether it would be a good opportunity to take the interview with the Children's Hospital. We'll ask that first. Would it be a good opportunity? So we have one card there. I don't know what it is. I put it face down. And then as far as staying where you are, staying where she's at. Staying where she's at. Okay. Well, staying where you're at, we have the King of Water. So there's balance in the King of Water or the King of Cups. There's a lot, and what a beautiful card. I love it. So this is really about finding that emotional balance where you're currently at. As far as moving to this children's medical, we have, wow, we have the 5 of Swords. So it's like there's something, it's like too good to be true energy, or the job itself is great, but the pay isn't great. There's just something out of whack with that new opportunity. Again, it doesn't have to be that, oh, I hate this, or, you know, it's going to end and then I'm back looking for a job again. But there's just something about it. I want to get some clarification. What is there about this opportunity? Because I don't see that, you know, no matter which way you go, you're going to make it work and it's going to be the right move for you. But I want to see what this 5 of Air is pointing to with this new opportunity. 7 of Fire, so 7 of Wands. So this just might be you having to defend yourself or like prove your point more than where you're currently at. Something with both of these are defensive energies, like ready to fight. Like, and that's probably not, unless you're in a very competitive field. I mean, it makes sense if you're in boxing or in sales. I mean, this could be good. But for the most part in like research, I would say this probably isn't the most supportive energy, I guess. So there'd just be something that's not fulfilling to you. That's maybe where we're going. Where you're currently at, there's a lot of emotional fulfillment, or at least there's the direction you're going, you know, through August, there's emotional fulfillment for you. They are a nuisance sometimes where I am, but I feel I'm put in the medical university for a higher purpose. Okay, Children's Hospital is very far. It's far, so it's from home or far from home. So that could be that it's just a battle every day to get to work. It could be as simple as that. Let's just see what is it that these cards are pointing out about this medical university. We've had a bunch flip there. What is it that these cards are trying to say about Cheyenne taking this opportunity at the medical university? So we have the Page of Air, Page of Swords. So yeah, there would definitely be like a lot of communication that you're having to do. Oh, it is from home. Okay, gotcha. So that makes sense with the communication. So this just might be that you're having to send out way more emails or be on way more phone calls than you like to be. And you're just getting bombarded with, oh, far from home. Sorry. Okay. Then we'll switch that up. That again, the air can be literal travel or literal communication. So yeah, that's, I think, what it is. It's not the fact that the medical university in and of itself is a bad job. It's just, oh, the commute. And that's what this is. Yeah, there's definite, you know, travel. But let's just see if that's the only kind of stopping point or hindrance point in this job. So we have the Mother of Earth, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because this would be a great opportunity if you lived right there in that university town. Like, it would be great. It would be exactly what you're wanting. But it's the fact that you're traveling that makes it kind of, oh, I don't know about this. But this is what I'm going to say, Cheyenne. But it does feel wrong. So I was going to say, when you go through the interview, just go in with an open mind. And if at the end of that interview, you're feeling the pull to go, then try it out. But for the most part, you're going to be able to figure it out. So I don't know if eventually you're going to move to the area or closer to the area of this university eventually, and then possibly this opportunity comes up again, or a different adjacent opportunity comes up at this university that you will then take maybe in a year, 2, 3 years from now, maybe. That could be what this is indicating. Or it could indicate that what you're hearing is really exciting and you're ready to go in that direction. But as far as Cheyenne, just staying where she's currently at, let's just see if this is the best idea or the best decision at this time. Staying at the current place. And we have the hee-ha of Earth, or the page of Earth. So yeah, there is an opportunity where you're currently at to stay beyond August. I do see that it's going to keep expanding for you. So really, either way you go, there's always going to be pros and cons to every job or opportunity that comes your way. So it's just going to be up to you to see which are the biggest no's or which are the biggest, oh, I can't miss out on this opportunity, right? There's always another university, right? The other. So let's just tune into that other university. Let's tune into that other university and see energetically what this opportunity could bring up for Cheyenne. That other university, not the ones that we're talking about here, but the other one. Ooh, we have 9 of Earth, 9 of Pentacles. So there's definitely your hard work would pay off. And 9 of Pentacles is such a research card in and of itself because it's a lot of time invested into something. And then you get to reap the reward or the benefit of putting in all this research, coming to some sort of conclusion, and of course, getting paid for all of your work. Let's get another card on that. So really, I'm not seeing any of these as a bad opportunity. Not one of them is a bad opportunity. And then 9 of Water, like emotional fulfillment, recognition, rewards, accolades, bonuses at this other like university option or opportunity. I'm not seeing you can go wrong by making any decision here. It's just the pros and cons of, do I want to have a long commute every day and then a commute back home every night? Or, do I want to kind of just stay where I'm at? And yeah, it can be a nuisance at times, but like, I know what to expect. Or do you want to completely take a chance on something else? Again, we're going to go full circle back to where we started and just say that use your intuition, Cheyenne. So I would say, even if you're already kind of feeling like, I don't know if that's the best opportunity, still take that interview, still, network, still get your name, your face out there for people to see you and to know who you are. And, doesn't mean you have to take that opportunity, but just to go through the interview process and see what they expect, or, maybe they're telling you information about the job that you didn't know and it's really exciting stuff. Like, you just never know. So follow your intuition at every turn. And if something feels too good to be true or a red flag coming up, trust that. Trust it. But you know what to do, Cheyenne. So follow that intuition. I don't see that you can make a wrong move here. I really don't. It's just a matter of, do I want a long commute? Do I want to put up with the nuisance of where I'm currently at? Or do I want to completely take a chance on this other opportunity at this other university? Like, you got to pick and choose, girl. I'm not going to do it for you. But I love that the energy is saying, basically, you can't make a wrong move here. So follow your heart, follow your intuition, and you should be key, like golden key, golden opportunity to get in and do what you need to do. And even if that next opportunity is just kind of a stepping stone to like your big, overarching like dream job, hey, we all got to start somewhere and work our way, right? So start working your way, which I think you've already done, but absolutely. All right. You're so welcome, Cheyenne. It's always a pleasure to read for you. Thanks again for your lovely donation. All right. So let me just double check that we didn't have any other donations. This might be the end of the road today, but we will go ahead and do our giveaway then, since we've reached the end of donations. So I have upgraded, you guys. I put all of this jar's names into this little pouch because there's a little more room, as you can see. Everything was like doubled, quadrupled, and tripled up in this thing. Even beyond that, like it was. Let me put this back. It was very tight in there to where I couldn't even really turn the pieces without them all falling out. So this is what we're working with, you guys. There's a lot of names in here, and I can do this. I mean, that probably doesn't work so well, but I can also do this. I can really turn them up, and I can really sort through them and shuffle through, and yeah, that's what we're looking for. So let's do our giveaway, and then after the giveaway, or whoever wins and whatever, I'll see who wants to be entered into the drawing. Then we'll do our drawing. So go ahead and start busting out names of tarot cards, because whoever guesses or uses their intuition to figure out what tarot card I'm pulling right now will win the reading. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so you definitely know it's a positive card. So let's figure out what it is. Look at the back of the card, see if you can see through it, or use your telepathy to turn it around in your mind's eye to see what this card is. It's beautiful energy and I love it. So yes, go ahead and use your intuition or guess, whatever resonates most for you. And don't go away, even if you don't win. Tanya! Oh my goodness, it's the Empress. She guessed it right. Boom, there it is. Look at that, Tanya. First guess. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah, it is. Okay, that's amazing. So Tanya won the giveaway today, but for everybody else who's here and wants to be entered into the drawing that I have right here, put a 999 in the chat. That will let me, oh, good thing there's a zipper closed on the top because that thing just fell and I thankfully have it zipped. So no one's name fell out. Okay, put a 999 in the chat. I'll write your name on a slip of paper and we will enter you into this drawing. I might have to cut some new strips. I think I only have four pieces of paper here for names, but I can make more. Okay, so we have here Amber A. All right. And I'm using a colored pencil because my kids took off with my pen. So Amber A entered into our drawing. We'll put it up here. Okay, boom, you're in there. Okay. Next, we have Brandy Lynn. Oh, wait, no. Amber 9 in. There we go. 9 in. Okay. Sadly enough, I actually write better with colored pencil than I do with pen, which is weird, but whatever. All right, Brandy Lynn, let's get your name in the hat. Just gotta hold it down with my nails so the paper doesn't slip. Brandy Lynn. And I see John. And got a couple more papers here. Star. Hello, Star. Welcome. 1 in 4 whole guesses today. I know. Tanya's on point. All right, here we go. So, cut the sticky part off the sticky note. Then, stand by while I cut this paper and I'll write the rest of the names that we have on the papers. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Brandy Lynn, I just wrote John, so Star, and then Tanya. Anyone else that's here and wants to be entered into the drawing, put a 999 in the chat. We'll get you taken care of right now, and then we'll draw the name. Then we'll do Tanya's reading. Then we'll do the drawing winner's reading. And the difference between the drawing and the giveaway, you get a slightly bigger reading. The drawing, you get, usually it's like a 1 card, kind of 1 paragraph, quick little reading, but you know me, I can never just stay low. All right, Star, let's get your name down. Again, sorry for my handwriting. The pen keeps slipping, pencil keeps slipping. All right, entered. And Tanya. And Brianna has donated as well. So let's get Tanya here. Tanya. Kind of ran out of room at the end there, but I know who it is. That's all that matters. Tanya's entered and Brianna's entered. Here we go for Brianna. Degree. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull our winner for today. Thank you. Yes, I love Nirvana, if you haven't guessed. All right, stirring the pot. Who is today's winner? It is Linda H., which she didn't even enter today's drawing. This is from a previous day, but hey, Linda H., you won today's drawing. So I don't think she's here because she usually will participate in the giveaway if she is here. She was here earlier, but I'll leave the timestamp and she'll find it that way. Okay, so let's get rid of our extras here, and then we'll put our extra slips over here for the next time. Okay, so Tanya, we're going to start with your reading. Go ahead and post a question if you have anything specific you want to ask. Of course, the underlying energy of your question or your reading today, Tanya, is going to be the Empress energy, which is amazing. Can't we all be so lucky? So let's go ahead and shuffle while Tanya gets her question entered into the chat there. Or if you just want to leave it open or general, that's fine too. But if you have anything specific, you just press to know. Go ahead and post your question. It's been a rough week and year. Yes, absolutely. You've been through it. Would love to hear what messages the universe has for me. Yes, let's tune in for Tanya. What messages the universe has? Okay. Ooh. All these want to come out. Okay, so we have the Ace of Air. So there's clarity, there's truth, there's wisdom coming to you, ideas, fresh perspective. And this is yarrow. So working with the flower / herb of yarrow could benefit you. Of course, we've got with the Empress, I forgot to say rose energy, rose oil, essential oil if you have it. We also have the Adelita of water, which is the Knight of Cups. And the Hiha of air, which is the Page of air. Page of swords. So, wow. And we have like a cat hiding in here. We got catnip, so that makes sense why the cat's hiding in it. And then Akotio, I think that's how you say that, with this one here. So with the Knight of Cups. So this is like emotional fulfillment. Maybe having like a date night. I really see that could be something that really just makes you feel a little bit better, or doing something, with your love, Troy, doing something together, maybe even with the pets, because the catnip here, pets, just connecting, loving the pets that you have can help you feel a little more connected to the ones that have gone. But yes, absolutely, clarity's coming in. This could be things going on around the home, cleaning around the home, decluttering. Maybe if you're still unpacking. I mean, hey, when I moved into this place, I was unpacking for probably 3 years, and that's no joke. We just had stuff that we just left in the garage that we're just like, do we even need this? Like, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to put it. And it just kind of stayed floating there between the shelves. Like, but yeah, with this Knight of Cups, this really does feel like maybe even planning some sort of like getaway, even if it's like within your area. You don't have to go far, but going somewhere, connecting. I know right now the weather doesn't feel so great to be getting out in nature, but if you can connect with nature, that's always really beneficial. I feel like I need to pull another one, just anything else. But with the Page of Air, that could be good news coming in. And then we have the Madre of Fire, or the Queen of Wands. And that's the Herb of Time there. And this is I call the Queen of Wands Miss Sovereignty herself. So this is about just feeling motivated, inspired, passionate about something, and then going in that direction. And sometimes even if you're just kind of blah and, grieving and sad, a lot of times it's really hard to tune into this energy unless you're doing something you do enjoy, even if it doesn't bring you the same level of enjoyment it would normally because you're sad and things have just been hard. Sometimes just getting into that flow state of creativity, or reading a good book, or, listening to something that really lifts your energy can really start to bring you out of that funk. But of course, allow yourself time to feel your feelings and to grieve the loss that you've recently had. And, don't try to speed through it just because it feels uncomfortable. I know I've been there. There's so many times I'm like, I want to speed through this, or like, what's a word? Like, I don't know the word I'm trying to find, but it was there. Now it's gone. But like, quantum leap through, or just like get it all done, get all the grieving done in like one really big, like just overwhelming purge. But sometimes that's not the best. But being able to take some sort of salt bath could be another good way to connect with nature and water if you can't get out in nature. It's my favorite way to do it in the winter specifically, is to take a nice salt bath. This would be really, really beneficial. And it's interesting, I read the potions here, but it almost looked to me like it said photos for some reason. So I don't know if you're looking through old photos from the past, and that could be like something relevant to bring up good memories, maybe help the grieving process as well. Looking at old photos. One more for Tanya. Anything else she needs to know? We have 1, 2 flip. Okay, so 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. So there's that patience. But then the 7 of Fire or 7 of Wands. It's almost like you have to defend your own emotions or not beat yourself up. Like that's such an energy of, not feeling, especially with this patience card of the 7 of Pentacles, that you're, oh, I'm not doing it right, or I'm not going fast enough, or, just basically giving yourself grace. And, if people are, a little mean to you or passive aggressive, just remind them what you're going through and they'll shut right up, So I hope that helped. Yeah, it's been hard. It can be really hard. And, losing a pet, and especially someone like you, who I know your pets are your family, like, it's just so hard, and it never gets easier. Even if you're expecting it to happen, like I was with both my dogs, Walter and Judy, more recently, it's still not easy. Like, so give yourself hugs, give yourself grace, allow yourself that time to heal and grieve and mourn the loss, because it is such a big loss, Big hugs to you, Tanya. Love you so much. Miss you. And for those of you that are joining us, Tanya's my cousin. I'm not just saying this to random people on the internet. But she won the giveaway, so we're giving her some love today. All right, so I'm going to timestamp Linda's reading since she's most likely not here anymore. So 5140. Linda, you won the giveaway from a past live stream since you weren't here during today's giveaway. But you won, so yay! Let's get Linda a message. Thank you. Yes, I told Troy I don't know how to grieve. Love you. It's hard. And we think, well, I'm doing it because I feel sad, so I must be grieving. But like, it's hard. It's so hard. And there's no one right way to grieve, even from, loss to loss. Maybe we're grieving differently from one person to one dog to the other dog to the next person. It's like, it's a process. And even still, like losing my my best friend John in 2016, and I already had a big grief of loss over him 10 years before he died, when he wasn't allowed to talk to me because his girlfriend and then later wife just wasn't having our relationship on any level. And Ryan, being who he is, he's like, oh no, you can be friends with John forever. I don't care, it's cool. But no, his girlfriend / later on wife was not having any of it. So I already had to grieve for 10 years the loss of him, and then just not ever getting that closure in the material world before he passed was really difficult. And I'm still peeling back layers of grief. And, I look back now, it's been 16 years since, I've even talked to him face to face, but, however many years it's been since 2016 at this point, 8 almost. Well, it'll be 8 at the end of the year. Yeah, so it's just turned 7 years as of Christmas, when he passed away on Christmas of 2016. But yeah, I think, I'm over it now. Like, and then I'll go through these long 5-6 month phases where I'll think of him from time to time, but it doesn't hurt. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. I think I've overcome it. And then out of nowhere, there's this big wave of grief that comes in. Same with, loss of Judy and Walter at different times. I'm grieving one or the other of them, and Grandma and Grandpa George, even he passed away in 1996. So like, I don't think we ever stop grieving the ones we lose. There may be seasons of life where things feel easier, but then it's like this big wave comes in, and we just never know when it's going to hit or when it's going to ebb back out, and we just never know. But just give yourself grace through these times, and don't feel like you're a baby for holding on. And no, allow yourself to grieve however feels right for you. All right. Sorry, we got off task for Linda's question, but maybe Linda needed that little pep talk. I don't know. Let's now get to your question, or you don't have a question. Your reading, because you won the drawing. All right, Linda. Ooh, it slipped. We're getting it though. Here we go. So we have the 7 of Fire or the 7 of Wands. So this is about defending yourself or standing up for what is right for you. Could be your own values, or, just maybe correcting someone who's talking crap about someone else. And you're just like, hey, no, I'm not standing for that. You can't say that about him, or you can't say that about her. That's not who they are. So stop spreading lies. Don't be afraid to stand up. And especially if it's about you or someone that you really care about, Linda, don't be afraid to stand up for their honor. We also have the chariot. So with the cedar's a very powerful it's of the Thuja family of still remember that from biology class. Don't ask me why. But I even have, where is my, yeah, right here. This is from Kootenai Falls. Tanya knows where that is, in Montana. This cedar here is from right next to the swinging bridge. And I paired it up with some sage from my garden. And yeah, it's kind of coming apart, and my tying job isn't the best, but it does the job. It cleanses and clears. To me, cedar is a very cleansing and clearing energy. And I still even love the smell of it, just kind of burned there. Cedar wood specifically is really a great smell, but even the little cedar pieces. So if you have anywhere near you, Linda, that has like growing alive cedar, if you can visit that and smell it, touch it, make a tea with it. I don't know. Can you make cedar tea? I've never done that. Make sure that's safe. I know I've made lots of different pine needle teas, but cedar's not in the pine family. So I don't know. Check that before you try it. But there's something cleansing or clearing about cedar. And of course, because the chariot energy is here, this is about moving forward or making a choice. Do I go this way or that way? Chariot can also indicate travel, getting a new vehicle. These are all like key things that pop up when the chariot is near. So there might be something you're doing. Maybe even if you're kind of going back and forth with your spouse about, I need a new car, or I want this new car, but he wants this new car. And not backing down. Defend yourself. Defend your honor. Defend what you want in a decision that maybe possibly you're making or what have you. But I always point out when the chariot comes out, there's this underlying energy of success. So no matter what, you feel you're making the wrong choice, or if you make this choice, that's going to leave this timeline open for things to go, what if I made the wrong choice? Linda. Listen, Linda. Remember that little kid? He like got all famous or popular, went viral. Linda. Stand up for your right to party. You gotta fight for your right. Beastie Boys. No, but stand up for your beliefs, stand up for your decisions, your choice, but also know that you're making the right choice, especially when you're coming at it from a place of your spirit, your heart, your intuition, which we all know, Linda, you have a really great, strong intuition. You just need to allow yourself to trust it more than you do. So you got this, whatever it is. All right. And feel free to leave me a comment if it resonated or didn't, to let me know. I always love to hear. So yes, this is so true. I grieve my best friend whom I lost in 2000. Yeah. It's like time. Yes, it does march on and what have you. But there are times when, especially like right before I'm falling asleep, or even if I have a dream about someone who's crossed over and they're really close to my heart, like during that like next morning after I wake up, that it can almost feel like it was just yesterday that you were hanging out together, or, if it was a family member that they were, cooking a meal with you or whatever it is. It's almost like we can almost time travel back to memories that feel like it is right now, or it was just yesterday, even if it was 24 years ago, Time is a weird thing that way, isn't it? All right. So, Brianna, Miss B degree. Let's go see. Hey, that rhymed. Well, her question is, for today's reading, I allow clear, specific, enlightening guidance. Yes, let's get it for Brianna. Really clear the deck here. Tune in for Brianna's reading. What does Brianna need to know, please, Spirit? And this is going to be the last call for anyone else that wants to donate today for a reading, because this is the last donation that I have. So we've already done our giveaway and our drawing, and that's the end of the line unless we have more donations. So last call. All right, Brianna. And interesting, because last call is not something I say very often, but I've said it a few times during or getting into your readings before, Brianna. So I think, again, maybe there's a message in and of that. But we have here the Hee-Ha of Air, or the Page of Swords, with catnip. So I don't know if you have a cat or a pet, a familiar, an animal in your life that means a lot to you, but with the Hee-Ha of Air, Page of Swords, this is about getting messages through animals, specifically cats. But again, if you have a dog that's really close to you, or a lizard or a bird or whatever it is, take that as your intuition, trusting that this animal somehow will deliver a message to you, even if it's like as a symbol on a t-shirt, or you just see a cat crossing the street as you're out driving around or something like that, or a dog. Again, trusting your intuition as to what it is. But the catnip, that's something that gets someone all pumped up, right? You've seen cats on, I think we've all seen a cat on catnip before. This is your brain. This is your brain on catnip. They're like spastic. They're a spaz with their energy. But it feels so good to them, in the moment. And then they go take a nice long nap after that. So there might be this kind of spastic rush of energy that you can grab a hold of and use to really make some forward progress on your dreams, your goals, your plans. That just maybe you're not feeling it yet, or maybe you are, I don't know. But if you're not feeling this like mojo increase right now, get ready for it. Buckle in, because it's coming and it's going to be a whirlwind. It'll almost feel like it was gone before it even really got started. So if you're feeling an increase in, I'm really wanting to dive into this or research that, or really make some progress on this other thing, follow that order, follow that lead very quickly, because that energy will fizzle out very fast. So ride the wave while it's here is really what I'm hearing. Anything else Brianna needs to know? Very clear, concise messages for her today. Woo! I caught it before it fell. So there's an opportunity. You're going to catch it, or a sign or a symbol or a synchronicity. You're going to catch it before it goes away. And we have the Emperor here with Hemlock. The Emperor. Wow. This really is about, and there's a lot of uniformity or just balance. There's so much balance here. But normally I associate with the Emperor success, leadership, ego, but specifically healthy ego, just knowing, not belittling yourself or, who am I? No, you're feeling confident. You're feeling very trusting in yourself and your ability to get ish done. And you're following through on it, Brianna. So this is very powerful time, especially with this kind of now's the time energy. If you're not feeling it yet, don't try to force it. You'll know it. When it's upon you, girl, you will know it. So if you're already feeling it, go, go, go. You don't feel it yet, just be like eyes peeled, looking out the blinds, out in the, cul-de-sac, looking for it. It's coming in hot. And get on that bandwagon of energy and just hyperness. It's very hyper, very excited energy. It could be a bit all over the place, but that's okay. In those moments where you're getting this like injection of just like inspiration or passion or motivation, you don't have to like dot all your I's and cross all your T's. That's for later on when things slow down a bit, but just allow yourself to make as much progress and momentum. And then if you skip steps or, I should probably strengthen this or do that, you can always go back and kind of strengthen things up, especially with that Emperor here. I think though you're going to be in this flow state so much that you're not making mistakes or leaving things hanging or open-ended. But then again, if you need to keep moving forward, feel free to do that and then come back, circle back, and close something out or finish something up. All right, one more card for Brianna. Anything else she needs to know? And we have here the Six of Air or the Six of Swords. I love to see it. This is such a healing energy. It can also indicate, I always call this my internet card. So there might be some, especially we've got some letters being written here, and especially with the internet message, writing emails, reaching out to people, networking online or through social media. Maybe you're, really just, this is coming to my awareness right now. Maybe you're, creating a whole bunch of social media pictures or shorts or videos or posts or something, and you're kind of stockpiling them so that you've got this burst of creativity and energy to do it all now, and then later on you can either edit them or post them or whatever it is. It doesn't technically have to be that, but it's something along the lines of marketing or networking yourself. That's really the energy coming through, but also there's a healing element to this. So there might even be people you're reaching out for healing, or people are reaching out to you for healing. It could go both ways. I feel like we need one more. Anything else Brianna needs to know? Here it is. The Wood Wife, trust your inner wisdom. Yes, and I think that's such a fitting message at any time of the day, week, month, or year. Just to trust that inner knowing, that inner guidance, that inner Emperor that's trying to thrust you forward in a very big way. It's not just, let me piddle around and make a little bit of, this is massive progress here. And I see between now and sometime in February is when this energy is coming in hot for you. So don't let it go to waste by feeling guilty by leaving certain other things unfinished, or maybe you're telling your significant other or your friends or your family that, hey, hold the phone, I have things to do right now. I will be back to this shortly. I gotta get this done, and then I'll be back. Because it's not like you're gonna be gone forever. It's just for that sporadic time where you're really in the flow. But take full advantage of this influx of energy coming in. All right. So I hope that resonated, Brianna. And I just I just got the clip of Sade, her hair blowing in the breeze in that By Your Side music video. So it's very interesting because I was reading the comments the other day after I had brought that song up. I'm like, I want to hear it. So I found it on YouTube and I was listening to it. And I saw one of the comments. Someone was like, the old couple, the cute little old couple that's dancing in the music video were this person's aunt and uncle. And they had just the truest, purest, most wholesome, unconditional love for each other. And they had both since passed on. And it just, to me, really did affirm your message that you always get these messages from Mama Monica, that even though she may be gone, she's not gone. She's not gone. And she is still very much by your side, and wants to see you live this life that you're living to the fullest. Dance like nobody's watching. Even the song Now I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack is coming in, because that's another dancey type energy. So I'll write that out if you don't know who that is. Leanne, Leeann Womack, Womack. I Hope You Dance. I think most people have heard that song. It came out in late 90, 99, early 2000, somewhere in there. Because I do remember, I'm pretty sure it was out when I graduated, or at least that summer after I graduated, I was singing that song on my karaoke machine in my living room nonstop back then. And she is it's a country song and it's a country singer, but her voice is just my favorite. I love it. Check it out if you haven't heard it. And those of you listening and have heard the message of these two songs, maybe you have a message in those songs as well. The fact that your attention is here, maybe there's a message for you as well. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. So short and sweet today. Let me just double check, though. I don't want to leave anyone hanging if we didn't get to them. Nope. That's it for today. All right, you guys. Well, it's been fun. I will see you guys again on Wednesday. I may or may not have more candles to showcase or show off by then. I don't know. But my candle wax should be here today. I ran out of our beeswax from the backyard, and I think I have maybe one or two more almost empty candles that I've burned of just random candles that I have. But I don't really want to use that wax for these purposes. I want brand new energy, brand new wax for what I'm doing. So yes. Oh, Tanya, if you're still here and you do want to see a picture of one of the candles I made recently, you can check the live stream right before this on my page, on the live tab of my page. And it's on the very right-hand side of that thumbnail on Wednesday's live stream. It's got a sun, not a sun. It's got a moon and a cloud. I use these little silicone molds to make those. And it was so fun. I'm just having the time of my life crafting candles over here. All right, you guys, have a wonderful, blessed weekend, and I will see you next time on Wednesday. I don't have a migraine or anything, but thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live. Oh, you shared your new mandala with me. Oh, well, I will have to check that out. I will go, but I will see you later. I'm going to assume that was either through email or text, so I'll check it out. All right, you guys, have a good one. And I'll maybe I'll just check it out and we can share it with everybody, if that's okay. Just double check. Oh, it's through text. Okay. Ooh, peacock colors. Let's just share it real quick. We're here. Why not? Oh, that's beautiful. And she's just kind of gotten started here in the middle, so you can kind of see. Oh, that's cool. The colors are so pretty. Hopefully they're showing up true to form for you guys, but very neat. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. Thanks for sharing with us, Amber. It's always such a pleasure to see your beautiful creations come to life. So fun. All right, have a wonderful, blessed weekend, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.